This is a scenic drive south of Council Grove, and these are the Flint Hills of Kansas. This is a Tallgrass Prairie. The horizon just keeps stretching out. Look at that horizon. But they do have cell towers out here. It's a Tallgrass Prairie Preserve. Look at that stone wall up there. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that is something. What's going on here? Oh, this is the preserve. Okay, let's check it out. Let's go in and check them out. Look at that stone barn.
Whenever you stop on the prairie to lunch or camp and gaze around, there is a picture such as poet and painter never succeeded in transferring to book or canvas. We ought to have saved a park in Kansas, 10,000 acres broad. The prairie as it came from the hand of God. Not a foot or an inch desecrated by improvements and cultivation. It is only a memory now. D.W. Wilder, editor of the Hiawatha World, Kansas, 1884. Welcome to one of the most magical places on earth, America's Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve. This magnificent sea of grass once covered almost 1/3 of North America. This landscape of subtle beauty was named prairie, the French word for meadow. At this moment, you sit in the heart of one of the most remarkable stretches, a unique place that is being preserved by those who have banded together in their love of the prairie, setting aside a place for all to enjoy, a jewel in our national park system. Over 250 million years ago, this area was covered by a vast inland sea that left behind sediment and sea creatures to form layers of limestone, shale, and flint. The Flint Hills are the result of differential erosion. This process eroded away the softer shales and limestones, leaving behind the hardened flint and eroded shells. These layers of flint and limestone enabled natural springs to form, which provide entire aquatic habitats, home to crayfish, turtles, frogs, and fish. Three types of grasslands occur in North America: tall grass, mixed grass, and shortgrass prairie, each dependent on a specific amount of rainfall. The four main grass species, big and little bluestem, switchgrass, and Indian grass, provide a nurturing habitat for hundreds of prairie animals. There are magnificent stands of wildflowers, with different ones brightening the prairie every few weeks throughout the growing season. In the rich bottomland, the grasses grow taller, where the deposited soils are deeper and more fertile and hold more rain runoff. What has made the tallgrass prairie truly thrive for thousands of years are two surprising factors: fire and grazing. Nature allows tall grasses to grow to several feet high. Fire reduces shrub and tree encroachment, inhibits exotic plant species, and removes dead plant growth. This thatch blocks sunlight from reaching the soil, choking off new plants. Nature's solution for this dilemma is fire. Throughout the tallgrass prairie's history, lightning would strike the dead undergrowth and start a fire. These fires would race unchecked across the prairie for hundreds of miles until they came to a river wide enough to stop them. What was left behind looked like the surface of the moon, with the limestone against the blackened prairie. Long before the settlers came to the prairie, it was home and hunting grounds for numerous Plains Indians: Wichita, Osage, Pawnee, and the Kansa. The word Kansa has been translated to mean people of the south wind. The value of bison to the Plains Indians is well documented. This magnificent animal provided food, shelter, weapons, tools, medicine, and figured prominently in ceremonial life. American Indians knew the potential of these grasslands and were managing the grasslands using fire or red buffalo to attract bison. They watched as the bison herd sought out the fresh new shoots in the recently burned areas. Fire also improves plant palatability to grazers. Large grazers of the past included bison, elk, and pronghorn. In 1806, Zebulon Pike and his party camped on the east bank of the Cottonwood River, below Florence, Kansas, close to the preserve. He unknowingly named this area through a journal entry. Commenced our march at 7 o'clock, past very rough Flint Hills. My feet blistered and very sore. I stood on a hill, and in one view below me saw buffalo, elk, deer, and panthers. Once considered the great American desert, early explorers and traders rushed through the prairie's vast reaches for the rich soils of Oregon, or even richer gold fields in California. Eventually, however, this prairie land was found to be rich with nutrients and suitable for farming. Sodbuster plows tilled the North American tallgrass prairie, and within a generation, these vast grasslands began to disappear. Today, less than 4% remains, mostly here in the Flint Hills of Kansas. As the westward settlers expanded into Kansas, peace officers and plowshares began to tame the Wild West. With the vanishing bison, also came the end of nomadic tribes, as they were removed to reservations, and the land was settled, primarily by Euro-Americans. Not long after settlement, people realized the grazing potential of the Flint Hills. The land was quickly purchased and fenced, thus ending the open range. One of the most significant ranches in this area was the Springhill Farm and Stock Ranch, where you are today. Beginning with 160 acres in 1878, Stephen and Louisa Jones grew their holdings to 7,000 acres as they developed a self-sufficient farm and stock operation. The house was completed in 1881 for the sum of $25,000. The outbuildings, including the three-story barn, were completed in 1882 for $15,000. These buildings were built using local Flint Hills limestone. In addition to the stone buildings, Mr. Jones donated land for the construction of the Lower Fox Creek School in 1882. To enclose his land and divide into pastures, 30 miles of stone fence were built. Jones raised Durham, Galloway, Hereford, and polled Angus cattle. A variety of other livestock was also raised. Large gardens, orchards, and vineyards occupied the bottomland across from the house. Today, at nearly 11,000 acres, the preserve is a partnership between the National Park Service, the Nature Conservancy, and the Kansas Park Trust. Together, they are working to preserve and enhance a nationally significant remnant of the Tallgrass Prairie ecosystem, along with the cultural resources of the preserve and the heritage associated with former ranch property. The ranch headquarters area, comprised of the limestone buildings, is open to visitors year-round, including special events that highlight the natural and cultural heritage of the Flint Hills. By making such a magnificent piece of our natural and cultural heritage a reality, it is now available to be experienced and enjoyed by all. So go, experience the trails, breathe in the air at Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve. You are in the heart of America's Tallgrass Prairie. D.W. Wilder's vision is more than a memory now. The Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve is waiting for you to discover its beauty, vastness, and significance to our nation's history. The prairie is beckoning.
Which way I am? Right here. Or right here. It's about white. 13-line ground squirrel. Summer. Look at the root systems. How deep they penetrate. Till home. Black-tailed jackrabbit. American badger. There's a rattlesnake. And the fall. Indian grass, big blue stem, prairie cordgrass, switchgrass. Beaver, bison, cottontail rabbit, white-tailed deer, birds of prey. Look at their skulls. You are here, and here's Castle Grove. The Flint Hills extend a long ways north and south, all the way across the state, virtually. Let's go check out the house. They had 7,000 acres here. How you doing? Nice and cool in here. Look at the rock work. This is amazing. This is the office. Springhill Ranch. Amazing trim work. Well, look, this is a window and not a door in front. This had to be the ladies' room. Got the sewing machine. The sitting room. Look how tall the ceilings are. And this would be the dining room. Family bedrooms. Electricity wasn't installed in the home until 1941. So bathing was by lamplight only. been modernized a bit. Got a shower and a bathtub, gas heater. Let's see what's downstairs. Watch your head. Well, it's the kitchen and the ironing area. Look at that stove. There's a root cellar. Got some potatoes, some pickles, canned goods. And look at the shape of this thing with skylights. Look, this is the bathroom now. You got through. And here's the front entrance right here. Look at this. It's pretty elaborate. Huge front doors. The north parlor. They've got the windows covered because it's bright, sunshiny outside. Big, tall ceilings. The south parlor. They have two parlors, and these were for entertaining guests. The entire lower floor of the house was given over to social events and entertaining when the house was built in 1881. The south parlor was set aside for more informal entertaining, such as extended family members and friends and community. Look at that big piano. That has such a facade to it, especially seen from the road, very commanding presence. And this is the view of the front, from the front, looking out over the prairie. Look at these windows, they go from ceiling down to the floor. Let's go up here and check it out. And what's up the hill here? Ice house. Let's take a peek in here first. The curing house. Look at those hams, or I don't know if there's beef. Maybe it's beef. It says a smokehouse curing house. And let's see, is this the privy? Yes, it's the historic outhouse. One for the little kids, two for the adults. Too close in the summer and too far away in the winter, but I've never seen one so elegantly built with stone and creative architecture with a keystone. That is amazing. Okay, let's go up to the ice house and take a look-see. I suppose they would gather the ice in the winter months, and I think they would use sawdust as an insulator, and it would last a long time. Look at this ball of barbed wire. You don't want to play catch with that. Let's see, can you peek in here? Yes, you can. It's a storage shed. Okay. This must be the sewer system. Let's go down and take a look-see at the barn. Wow, the big sky. I'm in big sky country now. Look at these ramps. Little barn on the prairie. Upon completion, Stephen E. Jones learned that this barn was one of the largest limestone barns in the state of Kansas. The structure originally had a tin roof and a double header windmill. Look at that. And this ramp, I guess, was to the hayloft. Built in a ranch, 1878, 1888. This is a hay rake. Fly tool for horses. To keep the horse flies off. And here's a surrey. Built on the ranch. Mr. Jones owned the property from 1878 until 1888 and utilized his financial and natural resources to build this beautiful Springhill Farm stock ranch. This is in Chase County, Kansas. Early transportation was a carriage or a strong cultivator. A John Deere Van Brunt drill, a seed drill, pulled by a mule. Lantry Quarries, stone contractor. That's how they haul the stone from the quarry to here. Two-row Lister planter. Hay wagon. The old-fashioned bells, this rectangular 20th century farming and ranching. Changed rather dramatically when it was mechanized. And what is this right here? A ensilage machine. Look at the motor on it. And a bull. Looks like they have Ranger Talks inside here. Processing grain from field storage to market. The barn's changing interior. Look, they got a pipe. What's that chirping noise? Oh, it's pretty spectacular. Look, there's a horse here. Look at that prairie. This is Strong City. And I believe this is the county seat. Oh yeah, look at that railroad depot. I'm looking for the courthouse. It's like they're doing a bit of street construction here. Okay, where's the courthouse? Strong City's looking a little weak and empty. Look at that old car. Well, let's go down here and park in the shade and see what we can figure out here. Strong City. It's a little park downtown. The railroad park. The heart of the Flint Hills. Well, it's hard to argue with that, huh? Where's the courthouse? It's either up that way or down the other way. They got a picnic table here. And a caboose, a Santa Fe caboose, no less. Nicely planted with flowers. Let's go down and check out the depot. See what's going on there. Looks like a historical old depot. Another picnic table. bench. They got a good place to hang out here. And it's shady. That's what's nice about it. I'm guessing this is the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. Oh, I'm out of luck. Monday through Friday. City Hall and Railroad Museum. Well, too bad. Can't really see what's inside there. Yeah, it looks like a nice little museum. Oh well. Not much happening here. I guess back in its heyday it was a little more vibrant than it is now. This says livestock dispatch. It is hot. It's been in the mid-90s. There's a post office. These are all empty. Looks like some are being renovated. I bet this was a bank building at one time. Let's check out this cool ride right here. And look at this. Was this a Ford dealership or a service station? And that's pretty neat. Look at this, I got a frog on my windshield and a grasshopper. I'm in Strong City. What's going on here? Let's see if I can find the courthouse. I'm heading in the right direction. I'm going uptown. What did this used to be? Auditorium. This is the auditorium. Look, they're getting new sidewalks. Isn't that nice? And maybe some plumbing or sewage work done. I get to walk on this brand new sidewalk. Watch out for the screws and nails there. They didn't even bother to pick them up. There's a vacant lot. Look, somebody left a shovel. Oh, look, they got a swimming pool here. Man, I am jealous. Well, this is a impressive church. Let's see what it is. St. Anthony Catholic Church. But where is the courthouse? Where is the courthouse? Can't seem to find it. It's got to be back downtown. So let's stroll down the newly renovated streets. Well, not quite. Project going on here. No wonder I couldn't find it. I was in the wrong town. So what city am I in now? This is the oldest continually used courthouse in the state of Kansas. So I read. And here it is. Most impressive. I'm in Cottonwood Falls. I was in the wrong town looking for the courthouse. The oldest Kansas courthouse still in use. French Renaissance style. When it was bypassed, Cottonwood Falls was bypassed by the Santa Fe Railroad in 1871. The depot, located 2 miles north, was called Cottonwood, but in 1881, the community, which grew up around there, were renamed Strong City. This twin city situation led to one of the state's first interurban systems. Horse car service between the two towns began in 1887, and this courthouse square was the southern terminus of a 2-mile railroad. In 1918, the company converted to a gasoline-powered motor car, but the track that served so well for horse cars could not handle the heavy and faster equipment. So it's a twin city, and that's how I got all confused, huh? Here's the main street of Cottonwood Falls. And here's the library across the road. Take a look down Main Street. The dog took off. The kids had to chase it down.